Have you ever questioned what distinguishes those who grow from their mistakes from those who don't? Do life's challenges ever leave you feeling overwhelmed? Do you sometimes perceive yourself as weak? Imagine if you could turn your most difficult experiences into lessons that bolster your strengths. In Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn, John C. Maxwell delves into the mindset of successful individuals, revealing how they think, feel, and act. By understanding this mindset, you can acquire the crucial skills needed to transform any challenge into an opportunity for personal growth. This book will guide you on stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing new adventures with bravery. Even if you stumble or fail, you will learn to accept your imperfections and find valuable lessons in every mistake. This way, you can feel victorious even in the face of defeat. Join us as we explore how to turn every challenging situation into an opportunity and adopt a winner's mindset to achieve success. Stick with us until the end to discover how you can turn setbacks into stepping stones towards a more prosperous and fulfilling life. When everything seems to be going wrong, it can be painful. How you perceive your losses shapes your mentality, determining whether you have a mindset towards success or failure. Most people dislike discussing their failures because it exposes their vulnerabilities. They aim for success in new experiences, but are also mentally prepared for setbacks. When they fail, they quickly move on to the next thing. However, successful people think differently. They view their failures from a unique perspective, believing that there is something to learn even in failure. In reality, we learn the most from our mistakes. People feel bad about failure because they think it means they can no longer progress or have lost. Most people view failure negatively. An article in Leadership magazine noted that many people who are constantly chasing success and cannot tolerate failure often end up struggling with alcoholism, depression, or, in extreme cases, contemplating suicide. But we need to remember that we are human, not superhuman, and failure is just a part of life, nothing more. Making mistakes can change a person, often positively, but sometimes it can trap a person in fear and hesitation. Our perspective can make failure affect us positively or negatively. If you let your weaknesses dominate you, you will end up trapped in a box, unable to do anything. But if you learn and improve from your mistakes, you can turn your failures into victories. John C. Maxwell, the author of this book, has made several mistakes. One unforgettable mistake happened when he was carrying a gun in his briefcase. Once, John was giving a speech at a church in Birmingham, Alabama. After he finished, his friend Chris gave him a gun as a gift, saying it was for John's wife to keep for safety while he traveled. John didn't like guns, but accepted it to please his friend. He placed the gun in his briefcase and flew home on a private plane since it was a short trip. John was busy preparing for another public speaking event for the next few days and just remembered about the gun in his briefcase. On the day of his travel, he passed through the airport's metal detector and suddenly remembered the gun. Before airport security could find it, John announced that he had a gun in his briefcase. Being a well-known figure, the airport staff recognized him. The security personnel apologized for having to handcuff him as they were simply following standard procedure. John was fortunate that he was released quickly on bail, and the incident was removed from his record. John managed the situation when the news went public by posting a humorous comment on his Twitter account. He was lucky that everyone took it as a funny experience. Some people even suggested he write his next book about airport security or carrying a gun. After this experience, John placed a note in his briefcase that read, "Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn." Had John viewed this incident negatively, it could have ruined his career. But he chose to learn from his mistake, forget it, move forward, and continue on his path to success. Often, people believe they are only accountable for tasks assigned to them by others, overlooking that taking responsibility is a conscious decision that can transform their lives. Deciding to take responsibility means you are prepared to take action. When you make a mistake, you have two options: blame someone else or own up to it yourself. This choice will influence what you gain from the experience. Taking responsibility signifies learning and growth. Conversely, if you evade responsibility for too long, you will eventually cultivate a habit of playing the victim. Many individuals live with a victim mentality, portraying themselves as helpless and convinced they can't succeed due to external factors like the economy or past traumas. They blame society or discrimination for their shortcomings. However, blaming others for your misfortunes relinquishes control of your life to them. Failing to take responsibility for your actions allows external factors to dictate your life. Avoiding responsibility also means taking advantage of opportunities to learn and grow. To be successful, you must know and adapt. You will never improve if you fear making mistakes and learning from them. Ted Williams was a homeless man who survived by begging, but one day his life changed dramatically. While standing by the roadside, a man showed him an old video of himself. In the video, Ted showcased his incredible skills as a radio announcer, hosting a show with expertise and a unique style that had once made him famous. The video was uploaded to YouTube and went viral. Ted was invited to the Today Show, Entertainment Tonight, and Dr. Phil. While some might attribute Ted's turnaround to luck, his story reveals a different truth. Ted had a passion for radio since childhood, imitating announcers and practicing their styles for hours. In high school, a friend suggested he join the army to become a communications specialist. However, since Ted couldn't type, he became a mechanic, a disliked job. This led to drinking, and eventually he became addicted to alcohol, resulting in his discharge from the army due to misconduct. Later, Ted worked at a radio station and got married, but continued his downward spiral with alcohol and cocaine addiction, leading to job loss, divorce, and homelessness. The viral video reignited Ted's determination to reclaim his life. With support from Dr. Phil, he went to rehab and overcame his addiction. Ted became responsible and free from all addictions. His story illustrates that by taking responsibility, you can shape your future. If you have a goal, you can achieve it, even if it takes years. Stay determined, be patient, and be responsible. The first step towards improvement is working on yourself. Success is attainable with self-growth. When you step out of your comfort zone and try something new, you acquire new skills and gain valuable experiences. This builds the courage to take risks. Improvement takes time, and most people give up not because they lack the knowledge to succeed, but because they lose focus. They expect sudden, significant changes, but real improvement comes from taking small, consistent steps forward. To truly improve, embrace the process of learning and personal growth. Doing so opens yourself up to endless possibilities and the chance to achieve success in ways you never thought possible. The journey to self-improvement begins with a conscious decision to recognize that there is always room for growth. The next step is to identify a specific area to focus on, which is crucial for achieving your goals and purpose. By dedicating yourself to improving this area every day, you set the foundation for continuous personal development. Before the internet, people relied on newspapers, radio, or television for current news. One notable figure in this era was Walter Cronkite, a news anchor on CBS. Every evening, people worldwide tuned in to watch him deliver the news. Often referred to as the father of television, Walter left a lasting legacy, teaching generations through his broadcasts. his success took time to come. Before becoming a television anchor, he started as a newspaper reporter and later became a radio host at Oklahoma University, where he learned a valuable lesson. Walter was unprepared and unfamiliar with the football players' names during his first broadcast. He relied on someone else for information, which was inadequate. The broadcast was a disaster, teaching Walter that preparation and taking responsibility are essential for success. From then on, he worked diligently, memorizing the players' names and gathering personal information about them. This experience taught him that perfection requires hard work and continuous self-improvement. Hope is a powerful motivator, providing the strength to persevere during tough times. It fuels the courage to push beyond limits, overcome difficulties, and strive for success. Without hope, setting goals and making plans becomes impossible. A person can survive without basic needs for a short while, but without hope, they may struggle to take even a single step forward. Maintaining hope involves making a conscious choice to expect positive outcomes. Changing your mindset to anticipate good results attracts support and positivity. Setting and achieving small challenges can help sustain hope, as these small victories boost energy and motivation. Jim Abbott's story is a testament to the power of hope and perseverance. Born without a left hand, his parents initially felt hopeless about his future. Despite his disability, Jim played sports like any other child. When he grew older, doctors suggested a prosthetic hand, but his parents chose to encourage his natural abilities instead. They fostered his love for sports and constantly boosted his confidence. Jim's determination led him to become a professional baseball player, achieving significant success and playing for the University of Michigan. He inspired many children with similar disabilities, showing them that hope and hard work can lead to remarkable achievements. Jim's parents' emphasis on improvement and unwavering support played a crucial role in his success. When you see a successful person, it's easy to think they were just lucky or didn't face the challenges you do. However, successful individuals often view problems as opportunities for learning and growth. Embracing this mindset can transform setbacks into stepping stones toward achieving your dreams. For example, a homeless man, Ted Williams, saw his life change dramatically after a video of him showcasing his radio skills went viral. Despite his struggles with addiction and homelessness, Ted's passion for radio and his determination to improve led to a remarkable turnaround. His story highlights the importance of taking responsibility and seizing growth opportunities. Walter Cronkite's early career struggles and eventual success as a renowned news anchor demonstrate that preparation and responsibility are vital to achieving greatness. His story teaches us that continuous self-improvement and a willingness to learn from mistakes are essential for success. You can overcome obstacles and achieve your goals by adopting a growth mindset and maintaining hope. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself. You can turn your dreams into reality through perseverance and dedication and inspire others to do the same. Often, successful people encounter even more significant challenges than we do, and how they handle these problems determines whether they continue to succeed or fail. Problems are an inevitable part of life, and no one is exempt from them. You have two choices: face your problems and find solutions, or give up. Problems come in various sizes, and underestimating any problem can lead to temporary fixes. If a permanent solution is not found, the problem will keep resurfacing. Always remember that no matter how big your problem is, you have the power to overcome it. There are some steps you can take to solve any problem. First, always expect that problems will arise. This doesn't mean living in fear, but being ready for any issue makes you flexible. If a problem suddenly appears, you won't get nervous. Second, include others in the problem-solving process. For example, when John Maxwell was a church leader in California, he faced a significant problem. The church's location was poor and the building was small and old. He suggested that the church members move to a new location. Initially, most people were not willing, but gradually they agreed. Having built churches before, John thought this would be easy, but it wasn't. He faced several problems simultaneously. Firstly, the church had financial issues, needing $2 million to buy the land John wanted. This problem was eventually solved, but then environmental issues arose. In California, new structures require consultation with the environmental department. They found that several bird species in the area were endangered, causing a 6-month delay for the birds' breeding period to end before construction could begin. This disrupted all their plans. Then, they discovered the government planned to build a road through their chosen location, forcing them to relocate. Additionally, they found a historical artifact on their property, requiring them to pay a large sum for archaeologists to excavate it. More problems emerged, and it took 12 years for the church members to get approval from the county board. By then, John had stepped down from his position. Even after he left, more issues arose. Finally, the new church opened to the public after 17 years of hard work, patience, and determination. This story shows that any new endeavor can face many difficulties, but success comes from knowing how to deal with these problems. Stop looking for shortcuts to easy success and quick money. By facing your problems, you can overcome any difficulty and become the hero of your story. Most of us feel completely helpless when life throws us into difficult situations. We don't know what to do, and negative emotions cloud our judgment, making it hard to distinguish right from wrong. With a clear solution in sight, we can avoid making more mistakes. However, bad experiences are sometimes good. They come to teach us something, offering opportunities to improve. We must remember that we are human, and mistakes are inevitable. If we take life too seriously, we will never be happy. Successful people often face immense challenges, but their ability to learn and grow from these experiences sets them apart. Problems should be viewed as opportunities for learning and growth. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to see difficulties as chances to improve yourself. Ted Williams, for example, was a homeless man whose life changed dramatically after a video showcasing his radio skills went viral. Despite his struggles with addiction and homelessness, Ted's passion for radio and determination to improve led to a remarkable turnaround. His story highlights the importance of taking responsibility and seizing growth opportunities. Walter Cronkite, a renowned news anchor, faced significant challenges early in his career. His initial failure as a football broadcaster taught him the importance of preparation and responsibility. These lessons helped him become one of the most respected figures in television history. Adopting a positive perspective on bad experiences can turn setbacks into stepping stones towards success. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself. You can turn your dreams into reality through perseverance and dedication, and inspire others to do the same. When faced with a problem, handle it with a positive attitude. Laughing at your mistakes is not bad. It helps you stay calm, enabling you to better manage situations and see them realistically. Maintaining the proper perspective is crucial. Don't see yourself as a loser and never give up. Instead, view whatever happened as an opportunity to learn. Mistakes are not flaws. Thinking they damage our self-image is our mistake. If you make a mistake, only dwell on it for up to 24 hours. Consider it a learning experience, then move forward. Solutions will become apparent only when you approach problems with a cool head. Think about the great inventors. They never saw their mistakes as failures, but as experiments. These inventors kept making mistakes and testing until they succeeded. They couldn't tolerate giving up because their focus was solely on success. You will encounter two types of people, splatters and bouncers. Splatters stay down after falling, while bouncers fail but pick themselves up and bounce back. So, which one do you want to be? When you fail, it's usually due to a lack of knowledge. If you decide to learn and improve, even if you fail next time, see it as another learning moment. Learn to turn your bad experiences into good ones. If you work hard, you can change your life as you wish. In the first chapter, we mentioned that John made a big mistake by accidentally taking a gun in his briefcase to the airport. But this time, he made an even bigger mistake. It was 2002, and John was on an African tour to give speeches and attend several events. It was a significant opportunity for him to finish his book, and John was very excited. He was about to complete his manuscript and was satisfied with the results. When John returned to the US, his son-in-law Steve picked him up from the airport. John was heading to Carolina to meet his daughter and wife. During the ride, John felt hungry and took out some food. Just as he was about to eat, he dropped his fork. He searched the car but couldn't find it, so he asked Steve to stop. John got out, saw the fork near the briefcase, picked it up, and enjoyed his meal. Half an hour later, John realized his briefcase was missing. He began to search for it and remembered he had placed it outside on the road while looking for the fork. Losing his briefcase made him panic because his book manuscript was inside it. John called a nearby friend and asked her to look for the suitcase. She went there, but couldn't find it. John and Steve also returned to the location, but found nothing. They searched for hours, but to no avail. The problem was that John wrote in a notebook and didn't like using a computer, so the manuscript in the briefcase was the only copy he had. By the next week, John had lost hope of finding his suitcase. The sad part was that he would have to rewrite the manuscript he had worked so hard on. It would take at least 6 months to rewrite, and even if he remembered everything, there was no guarantee that the second copy would be as good as the first. John was frustrated and upset, blaming himself for the loss. However, his friend didn't lose hope. She believed the briefcase would be found and called the police station to inquire about it. Luckily, the police found the suitcase, and the manuscript inside was intact. If John had taken this experience positively, he might have called the police. But he gave up because he let his lousy experience overwhelm him. Fortunately, he had a cool-headed friend who did what he should have done. Winning isn't everything, but learning is. A comic strip once told a funny story about a grandfather playing checkers with his grandson. The grandfather kept winning, and the grandson pleaded for a chance to win just once. The grandfather replied, "If I let you win, you won't learn anything." To this, the child shouted, "I don't want to learn, I just want to win." This highlights a common mistake many people make in life. They want to achieve victory without learning because they have no interest in the learning process. However, true success comes from knowing and growing through experiences, especially mistakes. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and move forward positively. People who achieve easy success often miss out on valuable lessons. Some individuals get stuck after reaching a milestone, becoming content with their achievements instead of challenging themselves to think bigger and better. They lose interest in discovering new things, believing they have accomplished enough and can rest. However, the journey doesn't end after one victory. You should keep setting bigger goals and moving forward. The energy boost you get from achieving success should propel you toward even more incredible accomplishments, not make you take a break. Some people focus more on boasting about their accomplishments and maintaining their self-image as winners. They fear losing their previous success more than they desire to achieve new ones. However, your hunger for victory should never end. Years ago, John met Jim Collins in Texas. Jim Collins, author of popular books like Good to Great and How the Mighty Fall, was discussing leadership over dinner. At that time, the economy was doing well, and the unemployment rate was only 4%, meaning many people were thriving. Jim spoke about the dangers of complacency, the feeling of satisfaction that comes after achieving something big. This feeling can be dangerous because it stops you from taking on new challenges and improving yourself. Once thriving, you may relax and stop pushing yourself. Bill Gates also believes that success is a lousy teacher. When people become successful, they think they have achieved everything and will never fail, so they feel they don't need to learn anything new. This mindset prevents them from trying and learning new things. Have you ever wondered why lottery winners often lose all their money? It's because success is not just about acquiring something, it's about our mindset. You can only learn new things when you change the way you think. Never assume you know everything or have mastered a skill, because learning is unlimited. Continuous improvement is necessary. By maintaining a positive mental attitude, you can grow and make the impossible possible. You will break the boundaries that hold back your potential. You can think creatively and out of the box. To progress in life, you must accept that you will lose some battles. It's essential to learn and improve. However, this means taking small risks. You can control your losses based on your strength. By working on a skill you excel at, you can step out of your comfort zone and create something extraordinary. Even if you fail, don't get disheartened, because failure is also a learning experience. The more risks you take in areas where you feel you are the best, the stronger your chances of winning become. You must find your own Mount Everest, the ultimate goal you must strive to reach. If you don't, you will have nothing but regret and disappointment. Think of every path as a school that can teach you many life lessons. Bad experiences are not always negative. It depends on your perspective and what you learn from those experiences. If you can change how you approach life, everything will fall into place. In this summary, leader and public speaker John C. Maxwell has taught many valuable lessons about winning and losing. First, you learn that losing is very painful. Whether you have a positive or negative mindset, failure hurts initially. However, you must remain strong and never let your fears control you. Second, people often fail to learn from their failures because their ego and pride get in the way. To learn, one must be humble. Third, avoiding responsibilities is a harmful habit that enslaves you to circumstances. When you live with a victim mindset, external factors start to control you. You can only become a true winner when you take responsibility for every decision in your life. Fourth, the first step toward improvement is self-growth. You are the master of your own life. Working hard to improve yourself and maintaining positive habits is the secret to learning. Fifth, to stay motivated, you must always keep hope alive. If you think positively, you can face any challenge. Sixth, your perspective on problems determines their solution. If you see problems as opportunities for improvement, they will seem manageable. This mindset might even change your life. However, if you approach problems negatively, you'll remain stuck in the same limited circle without finding a solution. Finally, you learn that winning can sometimes be detrimental. Being successful can make you overconfident, preventing you from learning new things. Achieving success is not enough. You must always be ready to learn new skills, be creative, and try new experiences. Failure is the best teacher in life. It is only after failing that we understand which mistakes we should avoid repeating. So the next time you fail, smile and try again. Face the same challenge once more. Always remember, problems are what make you incredibly strong. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary of Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn by John C. Maxwell. If you found these insights valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more audiobook summaries. Remember to hit the notification bell so you get all the updates. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more summaries of inspiring books. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback.